Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I'm calling because I'm just kind of like, my mind is like in chaos right now. I'm on the verge of wanting to divorce my husband, basically to try to keep it short. But for the whole last year and this year, he has been kept me in the dark in our finances. Like I wasn't allowed to have access to his account or any of the accounts. And he would kind of occasionally like give me money weekly. But anyways, I was like, hey, it's time to get a new house because we have a 3-year-old that needs his own bedroom. So we pulled out money from the HELOC, and he was, very up to pulling that money out.
Why would you pull money out of a HELOC to get a new house? Why don't you sell your house?
Well, we were going to keep this house to rent it out and charge double because the rental market in my area is about $2,300 and our mortgage is only $1,000. So
well, that's before you took out a HELOC and before you had expenses. But let's go ahead, okay?
Yeah, and so we were going to take the HELOC, put money down on another home, and live there. But between December to May, I didn't know that he had actually gambled all of the HELOC. And I found out, too, that we have like $20,000 worth of credit cards that were all cash advances.
So he obviously has a gambling problem.
Yes.
What kind of gambling is he doing?
He does slot machines.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you all talk about this, what does he say?
He doesn't. When I found out, I was like, where did our HELOC go? I was like, first I found out about the $20,000 loan from like 7 different credit cards. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let's take our HELOC, pay it off with that because the HELOC is only 9% and all the credit cards are like 23 or 29%. And he's like, well, the HELOC's gone. And then I was like, oh, wait, okay, start over. What happened to our HELOC? You mean gone, like completely gone? And he's like, yeah, there's only like $1,000 in there. And so he told me where it went. And I was kind of in shock. And and then I said, okay, you need to go to Gamblers Anonymous, but she refuses. And he says, I have no problem. I can do it. I'll just give you all the money. I'll transfer it from my account to your account, and you handle all the bills. Mm-hmm. But a big part of me just feels like he conned me into getting the HELOC so that he could have access to cash, and he burned through it really quickly. Mm-hmm. So now we have this house that was only $1,000 mortgage. Mm-hmm. Now it's $3,200 mortgage, and now we have no money to go get a new house or even pay for repairs for this house. Mm-hmm. And the whole time I've been living like...
What does he make?
$90,000 a year.
What do you make?
I don't make anything. I stay at home. I did sell a couple of real estate, a couple homes last year. Mm-hmm. So I made $18,000 last year. But since he didn't give me any money, I kind of burned through that and paid off things. And,
How do you think we can help you best today?
I guess since that's not his only addiction, in 2018 he had to go to rehab and finally, stop drinking. But I feel like just with so many addictions that I've had to tolerate, is that grounds for divorce and selling the house, and then we could be free and clear of debt?
Yes, it is grounds for that. The thing is this: until he puts addiction of all kinds in the rearview mirror, and unless he puts addiction of all kinds in the rearview mirror, you're going to have hell on earth.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, and it's not going to get any better. It's getting worse every day. And so I'm going to work on it myself, is the famous lie of every addict. Okay? No one destroys their whole financial situation when they have a 3-year-old at home that is logical. It's not logical. It's financial suicide. Only an addict commits financial suicide. And 100% of addicts eventually are broke. And most of them die from something associated with the addiction. And we've worked with addicts for 30 years. We are not addiction specialists, but I'm afraid I've watched them a long, long time. 100% of them are liars, 100% of them are manipulators, and 100% of them are eventually broke and stay broke. So the only answer, the only solution to that is to not be an addict anymore. And that means get help and put the addiction in the rearview mirror. Gamblers Anonymous, counseling, strong support systems, social systems around you, changing the picture, changing the look, changing everything. And the cocaine, the heroin, the alcohol, the gambling, the pornography is in the rearview mirror. It's the only chance that the family has and that the addict has. And this is not something you fix on your own, Bubba. That ain't how this works. It's got control of you. It owns you. And you have to have some help to get this demon off your back. You can't do it by yourself. And it's just, obviously, if you coulda, you woulda, because you wouldn't have screwed your whole family over. No one does that on purpose. It's an out-of-control person that does that. So, Jill, your position, if you were my daughter or my little sister, I'd put my arm around you and say, he's already got 2 strikes. If he doesn't get in counseling and doesn't start taking some hard strides towards putting this in the rearview mirror, and that includes he doesn't touch money ever again for the next 4 years. You touch all the money. You handle every bit of it. He doesn't see any of it. You explain it to him. You show him where it went. You can be transparent with it where it happens, but he hands his paycheck over to you. He has no hidden accounts, no lies, no side credit cards, no side girlfriends, no bullcrap.
And keep yourself protected too, Jill.
Yeah.
And if he
won't turn it over to you and go get in counseling, you're going to have nothing but hell on earth because he's just lying again. Sorry, but that's just the hardcore. There is no middle ground with folk in these situations, man or woman. Doesn't matter. And so
in that case, you're protecting yourself, Jill, and your child.
Yeah.
Because
and you got to start talking about what kind of career you're going to have to sustain your life as a single mom. Because 100% of addicts are eventually broke. 100%. That's a horrible stat. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.